So this is how the philosophy app is looking right now. So I have built the app icon, splash screen, and loading screen. Basically, I've been reusing everything that you can find on the Bravo sample apps, or if I go to the Figma to Bravo Studio plugin in Figma, I can pull out any screens or components from here and I simply copy them and then tweak them or customize them to match my design. Just copy this screen, this page, and I think this one can work. So all I care about in this screen is I want one single container, so one single frame that will hold something like this picture, but for my app's theme. So it's not about fitness, it's about philosophy, so something a bit, let's say, epic or philosophy related. Then a tagline, and then a login button, right? So this login button is what will trigger the authentication web view, and all authentication will happen through there. So I will be using kind, but I've also used Auth0, so whatever you prefer for authentication you can use. So in this case, let's say I want to get rid of this for now, and I'm gonna bring here my container, and now I'm gonna take this image, I'm gonna put it inside the container, and let's make it a bit larger. And now here again, I want something a bit more philosophy related, so I'm gonna go to Splash and I'm going to look for philosophy, and let's see if we can find something. Yeah, I think this one looks really good, also because it's vertical, so it fits right in. And yeah, I think I like this. So let's make sure that we have our color, so we're using this black here. So let's also bring it to our screen, and then you can see there's some cutoff here. So what I would normally do is bring this, so you can have a gradient over the image if you want it to basically blend into the background. So again, I would paste my black here, and then I want this to be 0%, and something like this makes it a bit better. So you can adjust as much as you want and make it perfect. And then we want to have some tagline about what the app is about, right? So let's take our font, let's paste it here, let's maybe use 32, and I would probably say to ChatGPT, give me a tagline for a philosophy app you can discuss with any philosopher in time. It has to be snappy, 3-4 words, and will be placed in the sign-in screen in my app. So of course you can refine as much as you want, but I usually do this for a quick copy. So let's go with this one. I don't like it, it's not the best, but I think it works for now. Let's see if I can copy this. Yeah. Alright, let's bring it out a bit. So now we need our button, right? So we have this button here, but yeah, let's use this one. We need to change the color of our button as well, so we can use this color here. And like this, let's create our button component. So let's use this, and then let's use the newsreader bold. Yeah, let's keep it bold. And let's use all caps. I usually give it a bit more width so it can breathe better, and it will show the text won't cut off on any screen, so you can be sure it won't cut off on any screen. And let's do the same here, and then let's change this to something like this, and I think this is already good. So as you can see, my component for this button was changed accordingly based on my main component. So here I have this state set discover. So basically what it does is I have a default impress state, so when in the app, when people tap on the button, it will be showing like this. So when you press on the button, it will show the state, the press state, and that's it. Now I want this button to be my sign in button, right? It's the button that will basically pull up the authentication web view. So again, here I would come to, I usually use the Figma plugin. I sometimes reuse other screens from other apps that I have built, but Figma plugin usually is the best way for me to get what I want, because now I can search for login, right? So here I have login pages, different login pages, and what I want is something that has a single button. So this is reset password, this is post login action, right? So OAuth to login action. So this is probably the one I want. So I will copy this, paste it here, and now let me close this. So yeah, you can see the login button has this action login. So in this case, since I already have my login button here, I can just rename this to login button and add the action login. Then I can keep this like this, default and press, and that's it. I probably want something like this. So that's also nice about reusing other screens or the sample apps by Bravo, because you can see, let's say, good practices. So in this case, we do need this disclaimer or referencing the terms of service and privacy policy that's required by App Store and Play Store when you submit. So you can save some time by doing that already. So let's also bring it here. Let's take this color, for example, and then the way I would link to the terms of service or privacy policy once I have them is I would add a frame like this, and another one for privacy policy. So the tab area is nice and big, so people can easily tap on them, which is, I find, better than having the link on the text itself. So you can make this as big as you want, right? So I want to bring this over the text, and then this I want to bring on my single frame, right? So like this, and I want to bring it to the back just to have things tidy up a bit. And now let's say this is my privacy policy link, and this is my terms of service link. And then again, here what I would do is I would go to my plugin, Figma plugin, and then I want to look for a tag. I know I want to look for a tag that opens a URL, right? So if I type in URL, I have this one, immobile action. Of course I know what it is, but the names are also very intuitive. So you know you want to open a URL, so in this case action URL, right? So if you click on your frame, on your layer in Figma, I have this one selected, and now I just click here and it will add it automatically for me, right? So I can do the same with this one and it will add it automatically. So now this tag as it is right now, it will open a dynamic URL. So you can assign one URL dynamically by getting it from a response from an endpoint once you connect it to data, but in this case we wanna have it linked to a specific URL where I will be hosting my privacy policy and my terms of service. So in this case I will leave it like this because I don't have them yet, but once I create them on my website, for example, I will just add this and then I will just add my URL, and that way when people click here they will open that those URLs. Hey, so I'm creating this MVP app for with Bravo, and basically I'm trying to automate everything as much as I can. So what I'm doing is I have Stitch by Google, which is basically gonna design all the frames and screens in the whole UI for my app, and then I will browserize that and turn it into a real front end, and then I will go on and develop the backend with Xano. So the easiest way I found to do this is basically asking Claude or ChatGPT to generate the prompt for me. So I've been discussing with ChatGPT my app, the concept, and the screens that I should have for the MVP. And what I'm gonna do now is simply paste a prompt that GPT generated for me. So you can see I'm saying, hey, create an elegant mobile app designed for a philosophy app called Neuma, and it should have the following screen. So a welcome screen, a philosopher section where you can select the philosopher you want to talk to, a chat interface. This is where we'll build the web component to have a chatbot embedded, then a paywall screen, and very simple profile or setting screens, and that's it. I also say add some context about the typography or the style that my UI should have, and then we'll just go and generate designs. So what it will do now, it won't get it right at the first pass, but it will generate something good enough for me to start mocking it up and turning that into a front end in Bravo. So that's it. Once I have it, I will just paste it. So it generates something like this, which is pretty good. It also generates the images, for now mock images, but you can see it's really good. So once I have this, I will start browserizing everything. So this is my home screen, and I will show you later how to turn this into Bravo in an easy and quick way. So after a few iterations, so you can continue just giving it prompts to adjust like the font or the copy or the images, anything you want, or you can edit so you select here by clicking edit, you select the specific screen and then say something like, please change the font to, or whatever you want. I personally like it like this. I just edited the theme, so I selected like just a dark theme here and then the color, and that's it. But you can do much more. You can do pretty much whatever you want, but I personally prefer to just get it going. So once I have this, you see this copy to Figma button. So what I would do is I would probably change the button here, but to stand out a bit more, but let's say I'm happy with this. So I would copy this and then come to my Figma file and just paste it, right? So from here, I would do the same with every screen. So for now, it's pretty simple. We have 5 screens, and then I would start browserizing this screen.